Hey everyone, welcome to today's training. We have a lot in store for you, but I want to do a few quick announcements. First of all, before we jump in today's training, we're going to go deep into a lot of strategies. I'm going to give you the language, the scripting, objections, everything you need to set up ad video strategies with authority. So once you've actually sold a video, how do you get to that next step where you can get a residual income? So we're going to talk all about that. I'm going to go with everything you need to know step by step. But first of all, can you put a 1 in the chat box if you can hear me okay? How's my audio coming in? Good? Yes? All right. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you so much, Scott. Yes, Peter. Thank you, John. Oh, yes, we're so Europe. Some of you are asking about our trip to Europe. So every year, yes, and Larry, thank you so much for my happy birthday wishes. Today is my birthday. So, but listen, I've been with my family all day. We've been actually in Scotland, and we've been checking out, trying to find the Loch Ness Monster here. So no sightings, but we've got some cute little Loch Nessy animals now for our kids. But we've had a great time, and I don't think there's any better day that I could spend than with my family and then with you, because I love this industry, right? The digital marketing allows us to go spend time with our family, do what we love to do, go see the world. We can take our business with us anywhere there's an internet connection. We can start doing business. So put one in the chat box if that sounds pretty good. Do you think you should maybe get away a little bit more, go on vacation, really focus on digital marketing because it gives you the lifestyle that you've always wanted. It's given me that lifestyle, and that's what I want you to be really giving you is these strategies with ad videos so you can create residual income and really just unlimited potential for you and for your family. Sound good? All right. So first of all, just a few announcements before we jump in here. For those of you that are not in our inner circle, which is $69 a month, we have a Facebook group and we have all these extra things that we do to really help your business along. We're getting some really great questions. One of the questions came in just yesterday saying, hey, things, I'm getting a little clearer, but I'm not so clear on how the whole process works. Could we lay it out a little bit more step-by-step strategy? And that's what these live trainings are and what we're doing almost every single week. Like literally we're going to be training almost every week for the next 6 weeks, right? So so it's real important that you show up to these live trainings. So congratulations. I just want to kind of give a big shout out to you for joining me. And not to mention, we have a lot of scripting, a lot of process that we're going to be teaching you. So everything is super organized. Now, I know that day one that you got into AdVidi, everything wasn't pitch perfect because we're still building the software, we're still building the systems, we're still adding a lot more features to it. Matter of fact, some of the bonuses we gave you, which is the widget is the website widget and the unlimited voiceovers. We're still working on that right now, so that'll be available here in June. But I want to make sure that you realize that when we launch, it's going to be $4.99 just to get access to AdVidi and $1.99 a month. So we gave everybody a really special offer because that'll be in probably December that we actually launch AdVidi. But we thought, people are making a lot of money with it right now. Why don't we open up to our current customers and give them the benefits? So I realized that up front that not everything is perfectly going to be dialed in with the way things are organized and knowledge base, but we're working on that. But that's why you guys got such an amazing offer. Plus, almost $10,000 in bonuses we're giving away. Plus 25, which I'm super excited about because we're making it happen. 25 voiceovers that we're going to do for you every single month, starting here at the end of June. So, so I just want to let you guys know I really appreciate everyone that's giving great feedback. There's so many people crushing it right now. So right now, what we want to do is jump in and talk about MasterClass number 3, which is going to be the Trust Trigger Method. Sound good? Let me get a quick drink of water here, and we'll get going. All right, everyone. Welcome to AdVidi MasterClass number 3, the Trust Trigger Method. We're going to go really deep on the setup call. So in previous masterclasses, we've talked about the offer call, the scripting, the free lead magnet, the Trust Trigger offer. Now we're going to be going deep on how you can create authority so that you can sell a residual offer. Then one of the biggest reasons that you and I won't close a residual offer is we just don't have the authority. We don't have that rapport. And I'm going to show you how to do all that in literally just minutes. so that you're going to be able to get a 40% closing rate when it comes to your residual offer. So we're going to go into great detail on all that, but I want to give you two important resources. If you look on your screen, I am going to go through a slide deck with you, word for word, step by step, and that slide deck is at localgenius.com/AV setup. Now, this is the setup call, so this is the slide deck for the setup call. So now I've also transcribed everything I'm about to say to you. So if you go to localgenius.com/AV setup script, this is your script that goes with the slide deck. So if you get the slide deck, you're like, man, I don't know exactly what to say. Don't worry. Just download the AV setup script and just read it. And if you can read, you can make money. Put one in the chat box if that sounds pretty good. Yes? Okay. Awesome. All right, let's jump into today's training. But hey, before I do, I got to show you this. In MasterClass number 1, Barry was on the line, and I really challenged everyone to say, look, put that copy and paste that secret message in Facebook or LinkedIn or, you know, a group and see what happens. And some of you still have not done that. Matter of fact, let me just ask you real quick. Put 2 in the chat box and listen, be as transparent as you can, because I've already done this and had success. I just want you to have success. Put 2 in the chat box if you have not copy and pasted that message at least twice into a certain group. So, okay, Jill, Joanne, Tom, Randy, right? Okay, a lot of you, way too many, whoa, way too many people, all right? So look, it's real important that you copy and paste that message today, right now. Like, don't even let 20 minutes go by, because in the last time in the Masterclass 1, I challenged everyone to, look, if you did it once, why not you do it a second time, or why don't you do it a third time? And it really freaked everyone out. Like, really, you can do that second or third time? Yes. The second, you know, put it in today, and then 2 days from now, do it again, and then fourth day, say, look, I'm going to be closing this like 5 or 6 hours. So if you're interested, let me know. So look at what Barry said. Third time's a charm. As we're recently skimming through the Ad Video Masterclass 1, I heard David say that we should put in the post in 3 times for a free video. The first 2 times I got a few thumbs up, but nobody replied, and then they were interested to opt in my page. I posted again today in 3rd in Facebook group, and I got 12 replies. See, I'm telling you, this stuff works, guys. You've got to follow the process. You got to lay about every single previous success, previous struggle that you've had, and just follow this process. Barry did, and look at the success he's having. Now, if you read in the bottom there, Barry says, other than adding my name, I just use the script verbatim, right? So here's the script. I screenshotted it for you. Need help? I just opened a new video marketing division in my company, Your Marketing Crew. I'm giving away 5 free 30-second commercials. I'm covering the production costs. Retail value, $1,000. Just comment below, I'm interested. I'll save you a spot, or type in a person's name you think would be interested. That's it. It's literally that simple. So put 1 in the chat box if you're committed to doing this literally while we're on the webinar. You screenshotting this, posting to Facebook, posting to a LinkedIn group, and if you've already done it, that you're willing to do a second and even third time so you can get the success that you're looking for. Yes? Okay, good. Lots of ones. I love that. Good. I love the action takers here on the call. But look, and stop there. Zadika, look, good Lord, I posted a need help post in Facebook profile 2 hours ago and received 21 comments from friends saying they're interested. I expect most of these are, sole traders, but hopefully good for referrals. I haven't made a video yet with ad video, so I guess I need to get on with it. So this is really important. The people that are going to be, posting to this and saying, hey, they might be basket weavers, they might be, consultants, they might be, who knows, authors, coaches, people do a lot of different things, right? Babysitters. Now, you don't have those templates. I understand that. But let me explain what you do with those. You give those people a free video for 3 referrals, right? So you contact them, call them, say, look, I'm going to do the free video. I'm looking for 3 referrals to get into my beta program. And here's what you're going to ask for. You say, I'd like you to refer a dentist, because everybody's got a dentist. I'd like you to refer a veterinarian if you've got a pet. And if not a veterinarian, then either a landscaper or a restaurant they worked with, or, eating at the day. And then the third is some type of medical, like either optometrist or a doctor or someone that they've actually, would refer. So immediately you're going to go from basket weaving to getting a dentist, or from basket weaving to get a veterinarian. So put one in the chat box if that makes sense, right? So all these awkward, unique, different niches or people want videos for, I know you don't have templates for them. I realize that. So it's going to give you some really cool angles. Number one, it's going to get you comfortable with AdVideo because you'll be creating some videos. And the videos you're going to create are not going to have voiceovers, right? Remember, the free video does not have a voiceover. It does not do syndication, does not do optimization. You're just going to give them that video. So essentially what you're doing is you're doing a trade. I'm going to give you this free video that I know it's going to work really well for your site and for your social media. I'm just going to give it to you, but in return, you're going to give me 3 referrals, and those people I'm going to be working with. Put one in the chat box if you get that. Like, oh, okay. So they could be a babysitter, right? Starting their own business, but now they're going to give me their dentist, their, attorney, a veterinarian they take their pet to, and now now it's game on to now go after them, where you've got those types of niches already inside AdVideo. Okay, so let's jump in today's training. Now, I want to differentiate one more time for everyone. We've gone over this, but I want to get crystal clear that a lead magnet offers a 30-second commercial, primetime graphics with storyboarding, professional editing, professional music. You're going to post it to the client's website. You're also going to do the offer research. Now, this offer research can be easily done inside Lead Kahuna. Now, Lead Kahuna has a little tab called Groupon. You can type in dentist Atlanta and Groupon, get all the dentists, do a little bit of research. Let me tell you, that little bit right there is so valuable that you're going to do a little bit of research on what the market is doing. So it doesn't take, maybe 15, 20 minutes just before you get on the call with them. But make sure you're always doing offer research. But I also think it's a really valuable proposition that instead of you asking them, hey, so what type of offer you want to do, you've already done a little research. And it's going to have your agency branding on it. Now, the Trust Trigger offer, that's $3.99, right, is going to have the same thing except no agency branding. The script is going to be written. You're going to have a spokesmodel voiceover. You're adding syndication, SEO optimization, and 5,000 syndication retargeting impressions. Now, this 5,000 syndication retargeting impressions, that is optional. And I want to make this super clear because I think everybody gets a little intimidated, like, oh my goodness, I've never done traffic before. It could be in Traffic Fuel if you got Traffic Fuel. It could be in Facebook that you get these 5,000 impressions, YouTube. I mean, it can be any of these. It doesn't matter. What matters is you understand that the 5,000 syndication retargeting impressions, that's going to get your closing rate much, much higher, right? So because let me ask everybody a question. Put one in the chat box if you give someone a video, they can syndicate it themselves, right? They can post it as social media themselves, right? Yeah, of course, right? Could they SEO optimize it? Maybe not really, right? So the point of it is syndication retargeting, that's a big deal because they can't do that themselves, right? They need software, they need system. It's a lot of expertise to know how to do that. So, but it is optional. If you're new, listen to me very clearly. If you're new, just wipe this out, right? Just take this off and do not talk about it, right? Let's just get this out of here. This is plenty. This is plenty to do right here. I don't want to intimidate anyone that says, hey, what about that 5,000 syndication return? What is that? How does that work? Don't worry about it. If you don't know about it, don't do it. I'm talking more to the advanced people when I'm saying this. So that's optional. But here's the caveat. Traffic Fuel is the perfect system to do this. It is so easy. You're going to spend about $50, $60 getting those 5,000 impressions, and you're going to crush it. So I strongly suggest that you consider getting Traffic Fuel if you want to do this. But again, if you know Facebook really well, you do that. You can do it on YouTube, anything. We all use Traffic Fuel, and it crushes it. So I won't go into more about that. In later trainings, I will. But I just want to explain the difference between the two. So put one in the chat box if you can see the clear distinction between the two, free and Trust Trigger. Yes? I know we've covered this before. I just want to get uber clear. Good. Lots of ones, no twos. Excellent. Okay. Now, if you want more about Traffic Fuel, right? You say, look, I really like to figure out what Traffic Fuel, how that works. Go to localgenius.com/TF training. We're going to put it together an hour training there. It goes through Traffic Fuel in all kinds of great detail. And then you can get access to it if you want, if you don't have it already. So just take that link down, localgenius.com/TF training. Okay, so now let's go over your product offer roadmap funnel. outbound marketing to get an inbound response. We're using Lacuna, Prospect Rocket, paid traffic referrals. It doesn't matter what you're using, but the idea is you're sending them to your lead magnet, which is your free offer, right? Then we're going to sell them a trust trigger offer, which is our $3.99 offer we just went over. And then we're going to upsell them to a residuals offer, which is between $695 and $5,000. Now, this is a very high level overview. So just to make sure, put one in the chat box and just say, David, I got this. This makes perfect sense. You've trained on it before. I get this. Good? Everybody got this? Because we're going to go really deep on this. All right, good. So the AdVidi trust trigger method goes like this, right? We're going to do outbound marketing to get an inbound response to our free 30-second commercial offer. Then we're going to follow up with them with an email sequence when they opt in and make a call to them. Those of you that are you're sending out emails and you're sitting around, in your shorts and whatever, not calling people, you are missing out on huge opportunity. When someone opens an email or clicks on a link that's interested in your free offer, you should be calling them right away. In Lead Kahuna, in Prospect Rocket, you can set it up to get alerts where the moment they open an email or click on a link, your phone rings. Now, the reason I built it that way is because I don't want your phone to ring. I want your appointment setter's phone to ring. But if you don't have an appointment setter, your phone needs to ring and you need to be calling them, right? I just cringe at people that say, oh, well, I sent out 500 emails and I got a great open rate of 12% and I got 40 people to click, but no one called me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what are you that is the most crazy mentality on the planet. They have 40 people that are interested that click to get more information and you never picked up the phone to call them. Everybody in the sound of my voice, you have the power to change businesses with video marketing. The fact that you're intimidated or maybe it's a little overwhelming, has got, calling people up and I don't, really that good in sales, whatever excuse your mind is making up, that's what's standing between you and success. So you just need to eliminate that. Follow this process and make sure you follow up with people. Sound good? Does it make sense? Okay, good. So we go to the offer call. Again, this was MasterClass 1 in great detail. We read the script, we make the offer, we make the sale in 10 minutes, we get the credit card, right? And then we downsell to the free video. So this is the way I do it. And I'm going to go in great detail on this in a second here, but I just want you to get a high level view. I personally go after the sale first. So I say, look, it's a free video. We're covering all the production costs. Production costs are different from syndication costs, from writing a script, getting a voiceover, optimization, right? Two completely different things. So I downsell, I go after the sale first, and then if they say, no, I thought this was free, I go, no problem, I can get you for free, but you don't get the voiceover, syndication, optimization. But one in the chat box if you follow me on that, right? Because in other services we have, we'll get the free lead magnet first, deliver that lead magnet, and then sell them a trust trigger, maybe a day or two later. That's not how I do this. Now, you can do it that way. I'm letting you know the best way that I do it, which is I go after the sale first, and then I downsell. And I'll explain that psychology in just a minute here. Then we go into the authority call. They say yes on one of the $3.99 or $2.99 or whatever you're selling it for. The authority call is designed just to create authority. There's no selling involved. We're going to educate them, present the problem, build trust, authority, confirm we're going to teach them a strategy so that when we get to the residual upsell, we have authority, right? So to break this down, the AdVidi offer call, we call it the beta offer, right? We're giving the 30-second commercial. We're doing scripting, storyboarding, optimization to rank for the company name. We're not ranking it for a keyword, right? Like if it's dentist, we're not ranking it for, teeth whitening. We're ranking it for their company name. Don't get into the whole keyword stuff at all yet. When you do the video for $3.99, you're ranking for the company name. We're going to post on their website, and then we're going to do 5K syndication retargeting, only $3.99. Then we go to the authority call, which we call the setup meeting. And the last is the technical sign-off. And I'm not going to cover in great detail the technical sign-off today, but what I want to do is at least show you the whole process. Now, just so you can screenshot this, I've also given you in Prospect Rocket, if you've got Prospect Rocket, here are the gatekeeper. Here's what the scripts are called here. Oops, let me get that here. Here are the scripts. If you're not Prospect Rocket, you can go to this link right here and get the script for the offer call, right? Now, if you want to email out, here's the email sequence. Go to localgenius.com/AV5day. So that's how what you would do right here, right? So these are right there, okay? Okay, so now I did all that to set up what we can go over today. Now, the residual strategy is this, is 10 videos over the course of the entire year. So that's a residual, right? Very easy to do. It's just 10 videos. And I want to relieve a little pressure. This is not 10 videos throughout the whole year that you have to do. You're going to do all 10 videos in a half a day. So you can spend 2 or 3 hours doing all the videos. And then you're going to set them up in AdVideo to syndicate throughout the whole year. So it's set and forget it. You spend a half a day, you're going to collect like $3,000, right? So if each video is $400 or $300, whatever you're selling it for, and that's times 12, that's $3,600 for a half day's worth of work. That's good money. That's why we do this business. So don't think, oh man, every single month I got to do a new video. No, you do it all at one time. Get all done, and then what's really great is you just sit back and collect a check all month, every month for the next 12 months. All right? So let's go over the 3 offers one more time so it's even more crystal clear. Step 1, offer a free $500 30-second commercial, right? The 30-second commercial, there's no syndication, no optimization, no spokesperson, voiceover. Your branding is on it. 40% of the people will say yes to your free offer, right? So 10 people you call up and talk to, 40% are going to say, yes, I want the free video. For some reason, 6% say, no, I'm not really interested. For whatever reason, it doesn't matter. You got to get used to numbers. In business, the numbers tell you what to do. So what's that script? Again, we went over this in MasterClass 1 in great detail. But hey, my name is David. I'm a producer with the Real Street Jigs TV. We're in the middle of producing a series of 30-second commercials. And you just read the script 10 times. You will get 4 people that say, yes, I want that free video, right? Now look at John. I'm amazed that the first 2 I gave away turned into sales. One for $300 and the other at $400. It's very easy to turn this into a sale. But what you've got to do is focus on getting free videos out. That's it. So put one in the chat box in the last 3 weeks if you've given away at least 5 free videos. Put 2 if you have not. Suzanne, Mike, Randy, okay, John, Bill. Way too many twos, guys. Way too many twos. You're giving a free video away. How difficult can that be? So let's make sure that we're playing the numbers game with our business. Get those 5 free videos out. Now, I want to make sure everybody's crystal clear on this. When you give away a free video, you can ask them to upgrade to the optimization. In optimization and syndication are 2 different services. Put one in the chat box if you get that, right? Optimization, syndication, yes? So this $3.99 upgrade is a 30-second commercial with social media website syndication, with optimization to help them rank, with a spokesperson voiceover, your branding taken off, and 40% will say yes. Now notice I didn't put the 5K in here. And the reason I didn't do it in this slide is because I just want you to not overwhelm the new people. So I didn't put it in there just so you can say, look, I'm saying it without it, because I think if I always say just the 5K, people that go, oh, it kind of fritzes out their brain a little bit. So I didn't put it on the slide so you could see that you can sell it with syndication, with optimization, with the spokesperson voiceover, take your branding off. 40% of the people will say yes. That means if you have 5 people that have a free video, 2 of them are going to be money in your pocket. So 5 free videos, 2 of them will end up paying you $3.99. So look at Carrie. I shared it with the client who said, I love it. I need 2 of those. $600 pre-sold in 5 minutes. This is not difficult stuff. So now let me go a little bit deeper on the roadmap, because I'm doing it one way, you might do it a different way, but I want you to visually see all 3 funnels. Funnel number 1 is a lead magnet offer with no voiceover, no syndication, no optimization. These are your 5 free videos, right? And the payment is going to be 3 referrals. Some of you, doggone it, are not asking for those referrals. You're saying it, but you're not getting them. Never deliver that free video without 3 referrals. Now, it's also important that you focus on trying to get videos in the niches you already have. So AdVideo comes with 10 default niches with over 30 different products. You need to make sure you focus on those. So remember what I said in the very beginning? Even if someone says, yes, I'll take a free video and they're doing basket weaving, ask for referrals of those niches that you already have as default niches inside AdVideo. Sound good? Okay. Now, again, those 5 free videos, if you get 3 referrals each, they turn into 15 referrals. That will go into funnel number 1 or 2 or number 3. I'm sorry, it should be, let me redo that here. This should be funnel number 2 and funnel number 3. Now, funnel number 2 is we are leading with a free lead magnet offer of a free video with no syndication, no optimization. And we're going to upgrade them and say, look, I'm going to give you this free video, but we've got an upgrade here that could really maximize this video to help it convert better. That's with the voiceover, syndication, optimization, and 5,000 impressions for syndication retargeting. And then they say yes to that. And then you go to the upsell residual offer. Put 1 in the chat box if you get that. Yes? Free offer, free video first. They say yes to the free video and say, by the way, here's an option to upsell. I mean, here's an option you can, it's a very easy way. Free video, they say yes to it. Hey, would you like the $3.99? We're going to get all this value. But that's not the way I do it. I do it the opposite way. I go after the sale first. Because I say, look, we're going to give you, we're covering all the production costs. But I need some help with syndication costs and the spokesmodels royalties. That's only $3.99. They say no to that. Then I say, okay, we'll do the video for free, but there's no syndication, no optimization, no voiceover. And I get a bump. It's a very important psychology. This is a takeaway right here. This direction is a takeaway. Look, here's what you can get. Oh, no to that? Well, you can get this lower, kind of basic, not going to have all the bells and whistles. And when I give them down, kind of downgrade them to this, they go, oh, well, so tell me more about that syndication. What are you doing there? And my sales increase. So I just wanted you to visually see what it looks like on paper. 3 different funnels. Funnel 1 is getting your first 5 out. Getting those 3 referrals that will go into either funnel 2 or funnel 3. Funnel 3 is what I do, but funnel 2 is what you might do. But no, either way, it doesn't matter. What matters is you take action. I don't care what funnel you choose, just take action. Because I will go over the numbers with you in a second here. So remember, step 3 is ask them to upgrade to 10x monthly, which we're training in the next masterclass in great detail. This is when we do 10 videos. All 10 are good with syndication, optimization. All 10 are optimized to rank. All 10 with spokesperson voice and your branding taken off. 40% will say yes to the $697. So looks like this, right? Now, one of the questions I had 2 weeks ago was, hey, well, the $397 I sold it for, or $399 I sold for, and $697, why are they different? And they're different because they're different. That's the answer. Well, another thing is when we sell the $697, we're given 20,000 impressions, not 5. So we're giving a little bit more impressions because they're going to need it, because you'll be collecting a lot of pixels to retarget with. But you can charge anything you want for this. They don't have to match. It doesn't have to be $399 and $399 or $399. It could be $499, $399, and $6. But I find very little resistance between $399 for the one time and saying, now look, if we're going to do this every single month for you, it's $699 or $697. So this is a beta. You can charge anything you want for it. So again, very little resistance. So why is there a difference between $399 and $697? Because you said there's a difference. That's it. But also we're giving about 20,000 more impressions, which is 4 times more impressions than what you would get in that one time, right? So this is a residual offer. I'm not going to answer any questions, so don't answer questions right now, because I want to focus on the math and I want to focus on the setup call. So if we gave 2 free videos away a week and 40% say yes, that's 1 client a week, right? So give away 2 videos this week. Just give them away. 1 person's going to say yes. So if you get 4 new customers a month, that's $1,600 a month. If 40% take the residual at $697, let's do the math. Every single month there's $1,600. Yes, put 1 in the chat box if you're following me in the math on this. Yes? Everybody can see that? Good. But it's a residual is where it gets powerful. So $1,400 a month goes to $2,800, goes to $4,200, goes to $5,600 in the residual. Just for giving away 2 videos a week based on this math. So if we add them together, in 90 days, the $5,600 residual plus the $1,600 new videos we sold, $7,200 a month. Because it breaks my heart that you're not here on this path right now. That maybe you've been distracted or you got other products or other commitments you're doing. It's 2 free videos a week. This math works, right? It's you posting the Facebook group, that secret message. It's you following the process. It's you not worrying about step number 10, step number 12, and David, I don't know fulfillment and how does that video work, and it's all that stuff. And what irks me more than anything is those that think about fulfillment. Well, how do I create the video? I'm looking at the editor. I'm creating videos for myself. But they're not out there giving free videos away. They're not out there following the process. They're not out there reading the script. Why would you ever care about doing fulfillment when you have nothing to fulfill? When your bank account is empty? So let's take the energy and all the overwhelm and that exhaustive mindset you've got of wanting to learn it all, and don't learn anything. Just go take action. There's nothing more you need to learn except for MasterClass 1 and MasterClass 2. There's nothing else. It's all there. We're MasterClass 3 right now, which is assuming you made a sale, right? But this math will work really well for you, and I really want you on this path to success. Put in the chat box if you're going to recommit to getting on this path to give away those 2 free videos a week. Yes? Okay, good. Lots of good stuff. Thank you guys. Appreciate the great feedback. So here's where we left off last time. We left off with, we made a one-time offer for a 30-second commercial and they said yes. So I'm assuming they said yes. You did a little research on the product, service, offer, that industry. So let's say it was carpet cleaning. So we went to Groupon, did a little research, right? And now you're meeting with them online. You're not going to show up at their house. You're not going to show up at their office. You're not going to show up at their building. You're meeting with them online, right? You don't have to meet with people face to face. Matter of fact, I strongly advise you never do that, because the moment you meet someone face to face, now you're creating a habit that every time you want to sell them something, you have to meet face to face. And when you get in your car, you lose a half a day. I don't want you using a half a day. I want you spending time with your family and do what you love to do, not in the car. So, meeting right now online, what we call the authority setup call. So right now I'm assuming that you have made the sale and now you set up what's called the setup authority call, where we're going to build authority. And if on Monday you made the sale, then on Wednesday is the setup call. And then Friday, you deliver the video, is the upsell residual. So everybody got that? Monday, the offer call. On Wednesday, the setup call. And Friday, the residual. So this all happens within 5 days. Now, again, I want to put the links on here because I'm going to go through the script right now of everything you need to know. But I want to make sure that you've got the links. Put one in the chat box if you got the links here, yes? No one's going to ask me, David, where's the slide deck? Can I get a transcript for this and read it? It's all right there. All right? Okay, good. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through this as if I'm doing it live. Put one in the chat box if you're ready to do this, yeah? Okay, so while I'm going through this, no questions, right? Write your questions down, and then myself or Patrick's on the line too. He can answer these questions as well for you. Sound good? All right, let's get going. Hey, Dr. Smith, I want to welcome you to our video ad beta program. We are experts in the area of video marketing, and this beta program I think is going to be super valuable. And what I want to do today is a few things. One is I want to help give you an overview of how some new trends are happening with online marketing and why the video that we're creating for you could really be a powerful strategy in helping you get more customers. And then what I want to do is I want to go over the script details with you, right? I want to get the resources we need to produce your video. And then lastly, I want to show you how to use the video to get traffic to your website and get your website converting even better than it is now. Sound good? Okay, good. So first of all, what are digital video ads? So because I'm a digital marketer, we have a lot of expertise in video, I don't want to overstep this point of how easy videos are and what these video ads really do. These video ads are simply videos that are typically 30 seconds, sometimes 45 seconds long, that you see when you go onto the History Channel or YouTube or news stations or the Weather Channel or CNN. All these different videos that you see, they're typically 30, 45 seconds. That's what a video ad is. So what's going to happen is we can actually show your video ad to any type of target market that you're looking for. So let's say someone goes to CNN that's in your zip code. We can show them your amazing offer. So all a video digital ad is a video that's on the internet. It's not on TV. It's not broadcast on the radio or anything like that. It's just on different websites. Make sense? Okay, good. So here's some interesting facts. And what I want you to do is I want to kind of rip through them really quickly, but I want to find out from you what the kind of overall feeling is after hearing some of these important facts about what's happening with these new trends. 76% of businesses and marketers surveyed say that video marketing helps increase website traffic. So that means 3 out of 4 businesses and marketers say, look, when you've got video, it increases more prospects to your website. 81% of consumers have been convinced to buy a product or service by watching a brand's video. It means 8 out of 10 people are convinced with video to actually make a purchase. Businesses using video grow 49% faster year over year than organizations without. That means businesses with video are kicking butt against their competitors that don't use video. So these stats are important because this is why video is important and why we can help you with video, because we want your business to grow. But even more important than that, 79% of consumers would rather watch a video to learn more about a product than read text on a page. Now, this is a new trend that's just happened literally in the last 24 months, where people have gotten so accustomed to doing research and watching video online. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you're aware of this, but right now, YouTube, it's the largest video engine in the world, but YouTube is now just taken on cable, where you can actually subscribe to YouTube instead of cable and get news, sports, kids channels, everything. So the lines are being blurred where typically people would watch a video for information in television. So people are now getting more comfortable with going on their phone, going on their desktop, and actually looking for video for information instead of reading a blog or reading a website. So you putting your products and services, more importantly, a really good offer in a video format, it shows right here 79% of consumers would rather have that than actually go to your website and read a page. So this is why this beta is so important. But more important than that actually is 80% of users can recall a video, the ad they viewed in the past 30 days. So, I mean, this gives you a tremendous amount of brand recognition when you've got an offer inside a video where someone that sees that can remember you even 30 days later. Now, this was interesting to me, and this is what really blew our minds when it came to when we first started creating this beta. More than 3/4 or 76% of users visit a company's website after watching a video on their social media. Now, think of that. I don't know what type of content you're putting on your social media right now. This is why syndication is so important. You know, having a video on your website is one thing, but syndicating it to your social media is critical because 76% of users that will visit your website after watching a video ad on social media. So that's going to give you even more prospects, more people coming to your website. So let me ask you, what's the thought that comes to mind after hearing these newest trends? Off script. Now, I'm off script right now because I want you to make sure that you pause here. Now, you just went through a good 6, 7, 8 minutes of just giving them lots of information. And what's critical is you have a small little dialogue here about what their thoughts are. And you want to affirm everything they're thinking. Like, wow, I didn't know that. Or boy, social media, that's really interesting. Or man, I'm glad I met you and got in this beta program. Whatever they're saying, just have some nice light dialogue here. Now remember, there's no selling involved. The sale's already been made. Your entire goal is to build authority and rapport with them. So at this point, you want this to sink in. And the whole psychology up until this point is you've never met a person that didn't like their own idea. So you're presenting them with the facts, and now you're asking them to tell you their ideas about what these facts mean. So you're just giving the raw facts. You're not trying to interpret them. Of course, I did a little bit, but now you want them to interpret the facts for you. So just spend, again, not more than a minute or two here, but just have a nice dialogue back and forth with them about their thoughts. And even if they give you a thought, say, well, tell me more what you think about that, right? Go a little bit deeper with them and watch the relationship start to gel and you build really good rapport. But now once they give you their kind of insights of what they think, now it's time for you to do that. And that's what we're going to do next. So let's jump back on script. So back on script. You know, we thought almost the exact same thing. Our conclusions were, well, if 90% of the owners that use video say it increases their traffic and 80% of consumers said video converts them into customers, and more than almost 50% of businesses that use video grow faster, 8 out of 10 remember the video ads, and 3 out of 4 visit your website after seeing a video on social media, we got to be doing something much bigger than what we're doing now when it comes to helping businesses with video. And that's why the beta program is so important. So I want to personally welcome you to our video beta program. Now, our purpose is to add video to your business to help you get more customers. So we do that with 2 really valuable strategies. One is our storyboard production process, and 2 is with our video syndication process. So what we've developed is a proprietary storyboarding process. Our beta gives you the benefit because we're going to be underwriting all the costs of a 30-second commercial with primetime graphics, professionally written script, spokesperson voiceover, perfectly selected music, 6 storyboard process boarding that we're going to do, and over $1,000 in production costs to be able to put all this together. We're underwriting. Off script. So I'm going off script now because I want you to see what I'm doing here. I'm breaking up these two things, syndication and storyboarding, right? With the storyboarding, that's what we're covering. Those are all the production costs we're covering. So it's been a few days since we talked to them last. So what I'm doing is I'm reintroducing the value proposition in a visual way, and then I'm isolating that to say, here's what we're paying for, and this is kind of what you're paying for, which is syndication process, right? So if you can see here, 2 completely different services. Now, I say syndication, but it's all wrapped up: syndication, optimization, the scripting, the spokesmodel. It's all wrapped up in this number 2 area right here. So put one in the chat box if you can see that. Yes, everybody can see? Okay, I see what you're doing, David. You're kind of reestablishing value by talking about the storyboarding process and going deep on that. And then you're going to now go into the syndication process and really build value in that area too. So let's go back where we left off. Back on script. So we're covering all these costs. So what I want to do is I want to go over our proven ad cash formula with you. And it's really important because this 30-second offer video has 6 different storyboards that we want to create. One, the first thing we want to do in our first storyboard process is we want to ask a provocative question. Now, the reason this is so important is when we ask a question, it gives us control and commands attention of the person listening and actually viewing your video. Now, our second storyboard is a discount offer that's instantly going to capture their attention. The third storyboard we're going to create is to quantify the value of the offer. So instead of saying, hey, you're going to get 20% off, what does that mean? Right? We really want to quantify that value. The fourth part of our storyboard process is we'll create a storyboard about taking action right now. So we're going to give a strong call to action with the benefit statement. Our fifth storyboard is social proof. It's one thing to have an offer. It's another thing to have authority. And what we've got to do is we have to bring some type of 5-star review in that you have that we can put inside this so that people realize, wow, you're a marketplace leader with this 5-star reputation. And then we're going to do a hard close, which is a summary of the entire offer, and we're going to do a second call to action. It's interesting because we're finding huge rates in conversions and clicks and getting more traffic of not doing 1 but 2 closes. So this is called our ad cash formula. The A is we're going to ask a provocative question. D stands for discount. C, cash savings. A, action benefit statement. 5, social proof. And 6, hard close. So we're going to put all this together, our team is, as we build your video. Now, it's important that even though this is a proprietary formula, we've had a tremendous amount of success with, it's not just a story, because it's how you tell the story. The voiceover, the text on the video, the images in the video, and the music in the video. All these 4 elements have to come together in sync to be able to get this video to be able to help your business. So even though we have a proprietary storyboard and psychology behind it, you still have to put all this extra stuff together. And this is why companies spend $2,000 to $3,000 to produce one 30-second commercial. Now, we've researched over 1 million ad impression data points to identify the highest converting individual image ads. So, for example, the ads you see here on the right-hand side, these aren't just nice, pretty designs. These are ads that have actually been run online with millions of impressions, with the right images, with the right amount of text, with the right layout, with the right spacing. So we put those individual ads into 6 frames to tell a story. And that's one of the most powerful strategies that a marketer has, is their ability to tell a story. And the results were pretty amazing. Now, the resources we need to produce is we need you to choose an offer. So off script. So on this slide, what we're going to do is we're going to get them invested in this process. And what we want to do is we want to ask them the first 3 steps, like ask a provocative question. This is why you should have already done a little bit of research before this meeting on different offers. Let's say we're working with an accountant, right? I go to Groupon, I type in an accountant, I look for a few offers, and I write down a few things just to take some notes so I'm prepared for this meeting. So what I want to do is I want to actually get them to ask me a provocative question or tell me a provocative question that they might be using. Then show a discount offer, then quantify the value, right? Now, actually this should say 4, 5, and 6 here. That's wrong, so I'll update that. That should say 4, this should say 5, and this should say 6. So what we want to do is we want to get these 3 here that are buy-in. So we're going to slow it down a little bit. We're going to engage with them, ask them to give us their feedback, take some good notes, and then we're going to give this to our team for their team to produce. But really, obviously, if you're working inside the niches that Ad Video already has, this can be super easy because you're just going to kind of copy and paste your way into doing this. So let me erase this real quick, and we'll get back on script. Back on script. So the resources we need to produce your video is we need to, first of all, you to choose an offer. So have you run a really good offer maybe in the last year or 2? No? Well, let me ask you, what would be a really good offer that you like to run? You really don't know. Well, I've done a little research here, and what we found is that I went to Groupon, and I took a look at some of the competitors in your space and some of the offers they're running, and we found that one company actually got 50 more new customers in a 30-day period by giving them 20% off. Is that pretty reasonable? Okay, good. So let's do that. Now, to help our production team produce the video, remember I talked about the ad cash formula? The first storyboard process is we have to ask a provocative question. Now, a provocative question could be a positive provocative question. For example, are you looking for whiter teeth? Right? Very positive. Or a negative provocative question, which would be, are you tired of or ashamed of your smile? Right? So we can go in either way. So let me ask you, what would be a really good question that would indicate someone be interested in the services that you like to offer? Good. So now we want to show a valuable discount offer. What discount do you want to use? Oh, 20%? Okay, that sounds good. Now 3 is we want to quantify the value. What's the total value of savings that someone could get? About $100? Well, let me ask you, could that 20% savings be potentially $300? So let's explore that for a minute. For example, I was working with a cleaning company, and the cleaning company said, hey, we're going to give a 20% discount. And I said, typically, how much would that be? And they said, well, probably $100, $200. I said, well, what if you're doing like a $2,000 job? I said, oh, well, then that could be $400 or $500. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to quantify the maximum value that this type of offer really gives them. Does that make sense? Okay, good. So what's the maximum amount of value that they could actually receive with that 20% discount if maybe they got a bigger service from you? Okay, it's about $300. Great. So we got the question, we got the discount, we got the offer. Well, the call to action benefit, the social proof, our research team will select a 5-star review, and that close, our script writers can write this. So you have to do anything else, but I do need a few things from you. One is I'd like you to give us a little information about the company name, the email that you want us to use, the phone number you want us to use, off script. So I'm going off script right now to explain that this www.site.com could be a survey where you want to collect information. Now, the reason this is important is for about 75% of the people, maybe 60% of the people that are on the call right now, when you made the first offer to sell a video, you didn't collect or you couldn't get them to pay you right then and there over the phone. I mean, how could you? You made the call, talked to them for 10 minutes, they said yes, and then yes for a credit card, and they said, no, I don't have it right now, right? It's not as easy as it sounds to get a credit card within 10 minutes of first talking to somebody for the first time. But now you're building authority, right? Now you're on the second call. You need to collect it right here. And the strategy that I use is I send them to a website right here, right? And that website it could be a lot of different things. It could be a survey. You could send them to one of our landing pages, right, and set that up that way. It could be to our Rep Kahuna survey system that we've got. And what I do is I send them to a page and say, here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to go to www.site.com/setup and just spend a minute or two and fill in the information. And I just ask them, correct spelling of their company name, the phone number you want us to put on the video, the email that you want people to contact you if they want to email you. Just some very basic information, right? And what I'm doing is I'm priming the pump for them to write and to click. And what I do is at the bottom of the page where it says submit, I send them to now a PayPal. So think of this psychology just for a moment. We're on the call, they're seeing the value, we're getting everything together, they're going to a page and they're typing in this information. Then they click submit and the next page they go to isn't a thank you page, it's the invoice for them to pay. So we're priming the pump, getting them all warmed up to pay, and they're going to pay right here. Put one in the chat box if you get that, yes? Yeah, there's lots of, there's SurveyMonkey, there's JotForm, you can use our Rep Kahuna program, you can even use your landing pages, right? That we give you inside AdVidi. So it doesn't matter what you're using to collect this information. Collecting information isn't the point. The point is you're getting them to type something in a page and you click submit and that submit button's not going to go to the thank you page. You want it to go to your PayPal invoice or your invoice for them to pay right then and there. Yeah? Sound good? Okay, good. Now I wanted some more questions about this, but just want to get through this real quick. So let me go back on script. So back on script. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to that page and confirm your company name spelling, the phone number you want us to use in the ad, confirm your website URL that you want us to put in the video, and then your company logo. Maybe you can put a URL where your company logo is. That's fine. Now the next thing I want to, once you fill that out, let me know. Okay, you've got that filled out. I'll just click submit. And now that takes you to our production fee of $3.99. And you just pay that right there so we can get that in. We can get just everything scheduled. And I'll wait. Just tell me when you're done. Off script. Now, does everybody see that psychology? I command them to do something. They do it. Then I say, tell me when you're done. Say, I'm done. Now click submit. Now go to the invoice. Now pay the invoice now and tell me when you're done. If you follow this process, you will get paid most of the time. If you step out of this, do your own thing, whatever you do, you're not going to be as successful as you could be because this process is proven. Sound good? Okay, good. So now we're going to take it, we're going to go back on script and take it that they've gotten the payment done. So let's go back on script. Okay, good. Now that you've got that, I want to confirm the technical sign-off date. And the technical sign-off, what we'll do is we'll produce a video for you, and then you'll be able to review it and sign off for technical accuracy. I also need to get the 3 referrals for your business. When we first talked, you didn't have those referrals. Do you have them now for me? Okay. You don't. Well, can we just spend a few minutes then? And those referrals, as you can see, the beta program is a really important program for us. And those referrals are one of the reasons why we're not charging a lot of money to do all that we're doing. So could you just maybe spend just a few minutes, maybe look in your phone, and maybe you could give me those referrals right now. Off script. This is critical. Notice how I fought for that. These 3 referrals, one of these is going to turn into another sale for you. So what does that mean? That means this is more money. If you do not get these referrals right here, you just took $400 away from your bank account. So do whatever it takes to make sure that you get these referrals. Sound good? Okay, good. Back on script. And then I want to get your feedback on your experience at the technical sign-off. Sound good? Okay. So now that we've got you everything paid, I see that I just got the invoice paid. Thank you for that, to cover our syndication optimization costs. Let's talk about the syndication to your website. Off script. Now, what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to go in tremendous amount of value, right? So if by chance they don't pay right now, right? They're like, well, I don't have my credit card. You can't, pay that a little bit later. See, yeah, no problem. When we get through with the meeting, you can pay it then. Sound good? Because I'm going to hit this hard, we're going to go really deep in the syndication and all the value of the syndication. And they're going to be excited to pay you when we're done. So we're almost done here, but I want to make sure that you're seeing this value. Now, remember, we started out in the very beginning. We separated the production costs from the syndication. Now we're in the syndication part, and we're going to go deep on it. Back on script. So now I want to talk about the syndication we're going to do to your website. Now, it's important to understand that 96% of website visitors don't contact you. So across the board, that means over 90% of people that are coming to your website are not picking the phone and contacting you. They're not filling out the form on your website and contacting you. This is why this beta program is so critical, is this video we're going to create for you is going to help convert those visitors by putting on your website. Now, our goal is to use a video to help you get your website to convert visitors into paying customers. So let me ask you, what type of site do you have, and who do we contact that we can add video to your website? Is that a webmaster? Is that you? Do you have access to that at all? Off script. So put one in the chat box if you can see right now how we are setting the tone for the value of putting this on the website, and that you're gathering information of how you're going to get that video on the website. Make sense? Okay, good. Back on script. Now that we've got your website taken care of, let's talk about the syndication of social media. More than 3/4 or 76% of users have visited a company's website after watching the video and social media. So we want to syndicate it to YouTube. Do you have a YouTube channel? Oh, you don't? Okay. Well, here's what we can do. As part of being our beta program, we'll create a YouTube channel for you. Sound good? Yeah, we'll set it all up. No worries. Facebook. Okay? You have Facebook? Okay, so here's what you need to do in Facebook. I'm going to send you an email, and in that email, you can click on a link and you can connect your Facebook account so that we can syndicate your video to it. Sound good? All right, Twitter, you have a Twitter account? Okay, good. Let's get the URL for that. And then LinkedIn. You have a LinkedIn account for your business? Oh, you don't? Okay, no problem. We can skip that one. And then Google Plus. You have a Google Plus URL? Okay, good. So who can give us access, or who's going to be responsible for making sure we can get the information for syndication? Okay, that's your webmaster. Let me get his name and email. Excellent. Thank you so much for that. Now, the last thing we want to do is we want to create your video and syndicate and SEO optimize it so it can rank for your company name. Now, typically, when we optimize the video, we're tracking it, and we find that they rank between 2 to 6 months. So we're going to perfectly optimize the title, the description, geotag the video, add keyword tagging, optimize the file upload, and add a citation and authority links, as well as a call to action in the description. So who can give us access to your YouTube channel? Oh, that's right. We're creating the YouTube channel for you. Great. Okay, so we got that taken care of. Don't worry about that whatsoever. Now, let's talk about retargeting for just a minute. Off script. Now, for those of you not doing syndication retargeting, just remove this slide, right? Just take it out. No big deal. Don't get intimidated by it. Real simple stuff here, right? But I want to go back on script here. We're just going to go through the syndication. Back on script. So let's talk about the syndication retargeting, up to 5,000 impressions over the next 30 days. Now, we know that over 80% of users can recall a video ad they've viewed in the last 30 days. So we want to get your video in front of many people as possible that have visited your website. We want more people to see it and remember your business. So we're going to set up retargeting on your website. We're going to buy spots to run your video ad. We're going to syndicate only to website visitors that visit your website. So are they pre-qualified? And we're going to manage a campaign for the next 30 days. Off script. Can everybody start to see the value that we're doing? Each one of these areas I'm going deep on in every single slide. And how powerful this slide is. I mean, when we say we're going to buy spots and run your video ad, I mean, that sounds like you're just, oh, you got to buy spots. We know with Traffic Fuel, it's super easy, right? It takes like 2 seconds. You know, we know all this is easy, but to them, it just sounds, oh my goodness, what a huge opportunity that they're missing out on if they don't take advantage of this. But what we're doing is we're building the value, building the value, building the value. So if you didn't get that payment right then and there, you're going to get it now, right? Make sense? Okay, good. Back on script. So let me kind of put it all together on your syndication summary. We're going to syndicate to your website. We're going to organically SEO optimize your video to rank. We're going to syndicate through your social media. And we're going to do retargeting syndication up to 5,000 impressions over the next 30 days. That's over $1,000 in syndication costs. So let me just confirm that you cover the $399 or $397. Okay, good. And let me also confirm 3 new introductions to our beta program. So let's spend a few moments right now and get those referrals. Did you have one last one for me? Okay, good. I appreciate that. So next step is our technical sign-off. Once the final commercial is completed, we need to do a technical sign-off that allows you to confirm the technical accuracy on the spelling of your company's name, phone number, tracking number, if you're going to use that, the review that we're going to be using, and confirm your website URL. At that time, we'll also show you some case studies on how to best use the commercial to convert more customers and get feedback on the process. Sound good? Okay, great. Well, let's confirm the technical sign-off date. Off script. Now, this is really important. The reason I call it a technical sign-off is I used to produce public television. And there's a difference between editorial control and technical accuracy. If you give in someone editorial control, they can change anything they want. Remember, they are not, let me ask you, who's paying for production? Them or us? We're paying for production. So do they get to change anything? No. It's our formula, our strategies. Everything is ours. They don't get to touch anything. But we allow them for technical accuracy if maybe it's a spelling error. Maybe it's the wrong phone number, right? Maybe, we're working so hard and going so fast, sometimes there's little mistakes there. So it's technical accuracy. So when someone pushes back at me and says, I just don't like that photo, right? We need a better photo. So you know what? I'm happy to change that photo for you, but I want to let you know this is our formula and we're covering production costs. To change that photo, it's going to be the editor's time. We've got to go in and re-edit that. That's more money. But I'm willing to do it one time. So I push back on them. I always want to make the customer happy. But I'm not going to be, oh yeah, I'll change that. Oh yeah, I'll change this, right? I let them know it's expensive. We've already done it, but if you want to change it, I'm willing to do it. Does everybody see I'm building value there, right? Again, it's about your language. Change your language, you will change your business. So when someone asks you to do something, always first reiterate the value of what you're doing, the expense, the resource that you're going to be using up, and then say yes to them. And they'll be like, wow, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So what we're doing here is we're giving them technical accuracy sign-off and that's it. And then we're confirming the sign-off date. But there's one more thing in here. What do you think that is? One more thing we're doing in here. No, I know we're setting up the next meeting, but I want to read it to you. Tell me what we're doing. At that time, we can show you some case studies and how to best use the commercial to convert more customers and get your feedback in the process. Sound good? You have to say this line, because what you're doing is they're giving you permission to now sell them on the residual upsell meeting. This is a tie down, because in the next training, we're going to do a case study and we're going to explain to them all the value. But the problem we're going to be doing is we're going to be setting up that we're only doing this for 1 month. And you don't want this just for 1 month. You want this all year. So in the residual upsell, the big problem that we're going to solve is all this is amazing, but it's only 1 month. And your business doesn't run 1 month a year. It runs all year long. So the solution is the 10X. Make sense? Good stuff. All right, so this has been a powerful training. I thank you guys so much for all the great feedback. And what I want to do is let me answer a few questions in the chat box right now, and then I'll hand everything over to Patrick. Okay, a few questions. What categories of business should I target first? Okay, so I said this a few times during the training here. You want to target businesses that are already in AdVideo as a default. We give you 10 of them. So I would just go in and take a look at the 10 we give you. You can click on scripts, the scripts tab, and go in that direction. David, where do I find the sales scripts? Okay, so if you go into AdVideo on the left-hand side, you're going to see a tab that says sales training. Click on that. It's going to take you directly to our all our sales training. Slide decks, everything's going to be in the knowledge base and information area there. Let's see what else here. What price should I sell AdVideo for? Okay, so this is important. Remember we talked about giving away your first 5 free videos? And I understand that some people are brand new. They never sold a video. You're new to online marketing, whatever that might be. The first one, or first 2 or 3, give away for free in exchange for referrals. But your first sale, make it at 99 bucks, right? Then your second sale, make it $199. Your third sale, make it $299, and work your way up, right? Listen, it's much better to get wins than it is to make money. I know some of you are saying, that's ridiculous, David. I need to make money. But it's not true. I can make you lots of money, but I got to get into your head to make you feel like a winner and that you're successful. And you're never going to feel that way if you're always losing. When you're winning, you're making money. When you're losing, you're not. And that means you're getting more no's than yeses. So I need to get you some wins. And if you follow this process I just laid out, you're going to get lots and lots and lots of wins. What's the best foot in the door strategy for AdVideo? And what is that? What's the best foot in the door strategy with AdVideo? And what if they need other services? Oh, great question. Really good question. So your foot in the door should be the free video, right? That's pretty easy to do. But what if they need other services? When you're in this trust trigger process and they go, well, do you do websites? And you go, yeah, we do websites. And do you do reputation? Yeah, we do reputation. And you start talking about that. Don't do that. That's the worst thing you could do. Here's how you deflect. When they say, hey, I love this program, or, do you have other services? And you start, talk about other things. Don't do that. Here's what you say. We're experts in reputation and SEO as well as, website development. But my main concern is this beta program and getting you the success that you're looking for regarding video. So after we've produced the video and we got you signed off, if you want to see what we can do in that area, I think you're going to love it. But let's wait till that time, right? So stay focused. So David, what are the download links again for the slide deck and the scripts? Okay, so let me put that up on the screen for you. If you go to the screen, you can see it right now. So, all right, everybody, great training. So I want to turn over to Patrick. You guys have put all your questions in the chat box. We'll stay around to answer them all. So I'll just be answering them. And Patrick, you there?
I'm here, David. Is everyone able to hear me? Is everyone able to hear my audio? If you can just give me a 1 or a yes in the chat, and a big, 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 big thank you to David for putting us through that training, and I believe really helping to crystallize the entire process. So now you see from the free video ad offer to getting them in to the paid offer, to then now setting them up, and this is what we've been talking about, especially today, that presentation, setting them up to where we know what the residual is going to be, and we're leading them right down that road. And the next training is going to be exactly how to deliver that residual. So we're taking them right up to the residual, and we're going to talk about that next. So guys, I'm happy to do some Q&A with you. I noticed a bunch of questions coming in there. I noticed David. I know David was answering some questions as well. Let me see if I can scroll back up. And actually, here's what I'm going to get you to do, because I see additional questions are coming in right now. I'm going to answer these ones, the most recent ones. Guys, if you've asked a question that didn't get answered, please post it again. I appreciate you doing that. This way I can kind of keep track of it. Okay, where can I get a replay for this? So you're going to get emailed a replay for this, guys. And we'll put it in the traffic inner circle as well if you're a part of that. Okay. Okay, do we get the slides? Like, what's the thoughts and what comes to mind without the conclusions? So, Houston, here's the slides. Okay, I've put them in. I'm going to put them in the chat again. This is the presentation. It just actually did kind of a weird. Here, let me try that again. Okay, so I'm putting these in the chat, guys. This is the presentation document, okay, that David just went through. Thank you, David. Really great training. Absolutely. Okay, what else do we have here? Add video questions. How do we address the, okay, here we go. Greg, thanks for asking this. I know you had asked it earlier. How do we address we only have one spot left in the lead up to the sale, and then we ask for 3 referrals? We have 3 new spots that opened up. It's a fine question, Greg. And I've always said it's so important that you be ethical and that you believe what you're saying. So what you need to do as you go into this, you need to make decisions on what spots are you going to open up for what areas. So it could be literally like if you're in a city and maybe there's 5 or 6 different divisions of that city. Like I think about the city I'm in, we've got about 5 or 6 different neighborhoods. You could literally say, I've got a spot for a dentist on the north side of the city. Okay, and then I could do one on the south side, one on the east side, one on the west side, one downtown. So you've actually, it doesn't mean it's just, one for the entire city. It could be one for the region, okay? And the other thing is, Greg, you're not necessarily asking them, oh, and by the way, that's, one for each vertical in that area. So if you get referrals, there's very good chance that they're going to give you referrals for other industries or other markets as well. Okay, and it's not like if they are a dentist, it's not that likely they're going to give you one to the dentist across the street, right? Okay, so that's how you keep everything on the up and up, Greg. But I do suggest that you think that through and kind of, I mean, this is your decision to make, but that's how I would look at it. I would predetermine before I have these conversations, what are my regions, what are my markets, and okay, I want to have one market in this region of this particular city. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Daryl's saying, I know this is probably technical. Sometimes a voiceover does not sync after the rendering. Daryl, can you just clarify what you mean by syncing? Are you saying it's not in sync, the timing's not in sync with what it is before you render it? And if that is what you're saying, that would be a support ticket item. If we don't have a business name chosen yet, can that info be changed inside the account somewhere? Yeah, absolutely. In your account, you'll be able to do that in your account. It's either under account or profile. David mentioned the inner circle. I haven't joined that yet. Could you let me know the cutoff date and link, please? Well, Dave, we do have it open right now. I can't give you a cutoff date because that's something we don't You know, we opened it at launch. I've been given the okay to say that you guys, if you're still looking for that a $1 trial, you can get in with it. Actually, let me pull this up on the screen. Can you guys see my screen? I don't know if that's changed. Let's have a look here. Can you guys see my screen that says, let me go over here actually. I'm going to show you the upcoming training schedule, but let me show you this. There's the AdVidi community link right there, Dave, if you want to go to that. Oh, Eric says bought the upgraded template pack. Does not appear there are any more templates there. Have they been added, and where have they been added? So Eric, when you go in to AdVidi, let me see if I have AdVidi open here. When you go into AdVidi and you go to create a video, I guess I'm not going to go through that right now, but you'll see there's a premium gallery, and then when you click, or sorry, premium templates, and then there's a little tag over on the right that says platinum. That's where they all are, Dave. Okay, or that's where they all are, Eric, under the platinum tag. Now, if you don't see the word platinum, then there's something wrong. It's like it hasn't associated your account with that, but I suspect that's why you didn't see them yet, because they are in a different place. Was the traffic inner circle the same as the AdVidi community inner circle that had the initial $1 membership? Yes. So you do not, yes, Roger, you do not need to be, certainly you don't want to be paying for both. It is the same community. It's the traffic community. So that's why it makes sense that these are together. I already have the slides. David went through a big deal about stopping and asking the question even before you list the responses. Maybe someone else can help clarify that. I'm not completely sure what you're asking for. You're looking for scripting to go along with the slides, is that correct, Houston? I know we are working on some transcriptions, so that may be helpful. That we are working. I know we're working on some transcriptions. Ivory's helping us out with that, so those should be coming out in the next several days. What if I'm in a specialty space with little traffic? My clients are in oil and gas pipeline construction for oil and gas pipeline owners, small audience. What if I'm in a specialty space? Okay, that's the same thing. My clients, okay, should I not promise impressions? Should I charge more since it's not a standard niche? Yeah, so Ralph, I mean, the one thing you can say is up to 5,000 impressions, up to 5,000 retargeting impressions. Now, some folks that are also familiar with cold traffic, you can certainly also talk about cold traffic and do your best to estimate where, you know, those in the oil and gas line pipeline industry are. And so that's a possibility. I mean, you can literally target to the zip code, and perhaps you would do it around those businesses. So that's a possibility as well. But I would be careful. I would not oversell that you're going to get them thousands and thousands of impressions. I would say we're going to do retargeting on your website up to 5,000 impressions, which should be plenty to serve all the ads to your prospects. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to go through some of the other questions here. Douglas says, so when we are doing the 5,000 retargeting and we have traffic fuel, we are doing a small warm retargeting. Right. The upsell bumps that up to 20,000. If we were to sell them on traffic fuel, our only option left is cold targeting and or expanding the warm retargeting, correct? Well, actually, Douglas, it's not your only option. In fact, you could do a full traffic package with them that includes 10x retargeting, and that's where the highest end value is on traffic, right? And you could mix cold traffic into that as well. So you could offer them an entirely unique traffic package as well. For those of you not familiar with what we're talking about there, don't worry about that. That's just if you're involved in traffic, okay? If they have it, it looks like it was only via specialties within, yeah, I'm not sure what Eric is referring to there. Okay, yes, Carolyn says, I was hoping you would show the slide with 3 processes, strategies to approach customer. Yeah, I figured people would want to see that. So let me, I grabbed a slide of that. Is this what you're talking about, Carolyn? This is really important, and I hope everyone that was confused about the marketing to sales process from the free video to setting up and ultimately selling the residual offer is now clear on how you go through that, okay? And as David pointed out, you know, there's a couple of ways to do it, funnel 2 and funnel 3. First of all, when you're just giving out free videos, and that's really your only focus, your goal is to get referrals. And then you have the referrals. When you have all these extra referrals, okay, you're going to then take them through either funnel 2 or funnel 3. Funnel 2 is I'm going to give you the free video, and then I'm going to have another meeting and upsell you to my Trust Trigger offer, and then I'm going to take you through the upsell. Funnel 3 is as part of our conversation around the free video, I'm going to attempt to upsell you to the Trust Trigger offer. If you say no to it, if you're not interested, I'll give you the free video, you know, with no voiceover syndication or optimization, as long as you give me the 3 references. However, I'm going to try and sell you to that, and then we move on to the upsell residual offer. Does that make sense, Carolyn? Okay. Greg is saying he has met so many great people and received so much help. Good stuff. I think he's talking about the inner circle. That's great to hear, Greg. Daryl says, I don't see Platinum, but I do see Marketplace. Yeah, not Marketplace. It's you actually. What you want to do, Daryl, is you need to first click on. Let me just go in and do it. Let me go in and do it. I don't want you to leave here not knowing what we're doing. Let me just really quickly just duplicate this just to get into the editor. And we're just going to turn these off just to move everything along. All right, so I'm going right into the editor here, Daryl. Give me a second while it loads. I'll grab a drink of water. All right, we're loading templates. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to be in my Add Media section. You want to go under Designer Templates, Daryl. And as soon as that loads in a moment, you're going to see there's a bunch of there's a sub-navigation here, right down here, as soon as this loads up for me. And one of the buttons is going to be Platinum. So go in there, see if you, under Designer Templates, do you see this Platinum link? Click on that. It's going to require that these ones all load first, but once they do, click on Platinum, and here's the additional templates that you purchased. What is the Platinum offer? So that's 10 additional video ad templates, okay? You can see them here. We've got car insurance, we've got carpet cleaning, we have cosmetic surgery, we have daycare, we have home cleaning, we have home renovation, we have movers. What else do we have here? Looks like paint or pest control, roofing, and weight loss. There you go. Can you please go back a slide? Sorry, Guy, I'm not even sure what you were referring to there, if you want to restate that. When we do the pre-production call, do we show a video with our branding and no voiceover, or do we just tell the customer about what is in with the free commercial versus the upgraded commercial? So let me just explain again, Greg. So the way this works is you typically would have a discussion and explain to someone that you can provide them a free $800 video, okay? Then you book an appointment with them to have that conversation. In that conversation, it's just a conversation. You're not showing slides. You're not showing videos. And well, you are going through the script, and as part of the script, you may get them to Google a video. Okay, but you're not going through slides there. After you have sold them the $397 video ad, the next meeting, okay, which is the one David spent most of the time showing slides on, it feels like you're still selling them, but you're giving them an education and you're setting things up for the residual offer, which is what we're going to talk about next week. We talked about it this week, but we're going to go into more detail of exactly how to sell it. Okay. Can you please also look up the repo links and place them here? Yeah, Dalton, can you go in the chat? Let me know if you see it in the chat, because they're all listed there. Now, if you came in late, maybe you won't see them. But please look in the chat, because they've all been put in there. Okay. Please go back to, the add video links. Absolutely, Guy. 1 second. There you go. So if you've been thinking you want to be part of the community and you'd love to have more people to show the video ads that you've made, or you have questions for them, then you should try out the AdVidi community. It's the traffic community, and we have so many AdVidi people in there sharing their videos, their syndication successes, any challenges that they have, talking about it in there, especially how they're approaching and getting opportunities, how they're talking through those opportunities. advidi.com/community. If you do it tonight, you can still get the $1 trial for the first 30 days. So if you think you might want it, then do it. It's $69 per month thereafter, but you can cancel before the $69 if you decide it's not valuable enough. We think you're going to say it's definitely worth $69. So go to that link. It's going to explain, because it's not just a Facebook group. You get additional resources. You get exclusive trainings, and very, very very valuable. David says, how soon can we expect the AU, or I don't know, is that Australian, I assume, David, voiceovers will be available? I know during launch, David Sprague was talking about in the summer at some point is when we're hoping to get those in. AdVidi landing page, can we include a URL when posting secret post to LinkedIn or Facebook? Edward, you could, but here's the thing. What really makes, I mean, there's probably a lot of reasons, psychologically speaking, why it works, the Facebook secret message. And part of it is it's such an easy call to action. So what happens is if you put your link in there, they're going to need to go to your landing page. They're going to need to look at it. And then they're going to need to, click on contact me. And it doesn't mean it wouldn't work at all, but I don't recommend that you use that URL. I know it might sound counterintuitive, but you're actually putting more obstacles in the way of people that can just respond, I'm interested. So once you get an I'm interested, you book a meeting with them. Okay, then you take them through the script. And during the script, you're trying to sell them the Trust Trigger offer. If they don't want it, then you're still going to give them the free video with referrals. If you do sell it to them, then it's the setup call that we did tonight with the presentation. What's the cost of traffic fuel? Go to localgenius.com/traffic fuel. You'll see it right there. Not to mention there's also a great presentation of everything about it. Eric, is traffic fuel an LMG product? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. There are tens, if not upwards of 100 ad networks that make up traffic fuel, Eric. So we've combined all of those. To give the impressions, we need traffic fuel, right? No, you don't. I mean, we think it's the easiest way, and probably, well, from what we've seen, the most cost-effective way to give impressions, because you're tapping into so many of the ad networks. But you could do it through Google AdWords. You could do it on YouTube. You could do it on, which is part of AdWords, and you could also do it on Facebook. So you don't have to get traffic fuel. Again, I love traffic fuel. I think you should get traffic fuel, but it's not required. It's not a requirement. Okay. Houston, I know you keep asking for those slides, and I apologize that I'm confused about what it is you're mentioning. It seems very clear to you. We're going to be sending you this replay, and if you want to shoot me a PM on Facebook, I will try and, with specifically where he mentions it in the presentation, I'll see if I can understand what it is. Some templates say click on the ad, but you don't have to add that function in YouTube. Yeah, that's right, Marvin, because as a YouTube video, clicking on the YouTube video is not actually going to take you to a landing page. Remember, these are video ads first, though. That's why you've got the click here. Okay. Carolyn says yes. Okay, that's good. Can you please cover the process after the 10-minute offer call for the next steps for free video people to get the info from them, get their slide 1 question and discount offer ideas, and then some sort of technical sign-off. Or maybe we just send them the download link once it's made, but we will still want it to be a good video. It has our name on it. Yeah, I would just ask them for it on the spot, Greg. I mean, yes, you definitely want it still to be a good video. You want them to be happy with it, but I don't want you booking another meeting. I don't want you investing a whole lot of extra time in it. Where do we get these funnels? I'm not sure what you're referring to, Brian, unless you're talking about this funnel roadmap. You're going to get a copy of this training sent to you via email. So you'll have it right on the training. I just did a screen grab of it. Okay, Eric says, explaining I have computer companies and wedding service companies as half my customers. Looks like additional videos or specialties within niches already in there and not different niches. Wedding pros, computer pros. You added carpet stain removal to carpeting, wondering if any other niches will ever be added, as that is what I thought I was buying into. Yeah, absolutely, Eric. And not just that, but as our users begin to make, we expect in the future our users will be able to start creating video templates as well and saving them and selling them in the marketplace. So yeah, we expect this to grow dramatically. Now, Eric, you do know that once you make a video, you make one video with 7 ad frames for computer companies. And once you've rendered that video, you know you can save that as a template, right? So there, going forward, you have a computer company template. Carolyn is asking, what is a voiceover? So the voiceover is the speech part of the video, of a video, right? So in the videos, there's the visual, which are like images and slides and text. Then you have the voiceover, which is like someone saying, are you looking for teeth whitening? Do you need a good deal? Like, it's someone talking. And then you have the music, which is just the background music. The first free 5 ones don't go through the setup call, David Abrams says. So there's 2 different ways you can do it. If you want to get out there and just start giving away some free videos, all you're looking at, and you have no intention of charging them, that's fine. All you need to do is get 3 referrals from each of them. And in those cases, no, you don't even take them through. You don't try and sell to them, and you don't take them through the setup call. That's correct. However, you may not feel that you need to do this. You may be able just to get opportunities and take everybody through the Trust Trigger offer. That tends to be my preference, but it really depends on your comfort level. Where's the inner circle? Choose that I've not seen it. Eric, you'd have to purchase to get into it. So it's advidi.com. Well, let me just show it up here again. /community. You'll get, as soon as when you purchase into that, even with the $1 trial, you'll get an immediate email that explains exactly where it is and how you get it. Daryl says he's found the platinum. I love that. Do GMMs have the platinum? No, Sean. I don't believe any of you do. Hang tight though. Your time is coming. So Howard asks, so the first meeting is some kind of communication confirming that they want the free video in exchange for 3 referrals. Then we give them the presentation that David just showed us. What you do, okay, so here's how it works, Howard. Number 1, you identify people that are interested in a free video. Then you set up a meeting with them, okay? During that meeting, you take them through the ad video offer. And you follow that script, the ad video offer. Part of that script is educating them on what it is you can do with the video and trying to convert them into a paying customer. Some of them are going to say, hey, this was just I was just interested in a free video. I'm not paying anything. If they really get insistent with that, then you give them the free video. If they do end up purchasing and giving you the $3.99 or the $2.99, whatever you decide to sell it for, then you're going to take them through the next call, which is the presentation which David did. Okay? All right. Let's see. What else do we have? You guys able to hear me okay? I'm getting some reports of audio problems. Jack says, how much for the platinum templates? So the platinum are the what is called the OTO offer, which we still have open. It's advideo.com/templates, $99 right now. Okay. Okay, Daryl is saying, let me clarify the traffic fuel question. I'm asking, does it pull from AdVidi to TR? I wonder if you mean traffic fuel. Sorry, Daryl, I'm still not sure what you mean by that. Who do we talk to if Platinum doesn't show? I'm almost positive we purchased everything. In that case, you need to submit a ticket. Definitely. Because if you've purchased it, you should definitely have it. Okay, let's see. We'll spend a few more minutes on questions. Currently no video template for real estate, Linda. What was the slide before the join/30 slide with all the links on it? I think, are you referring to this one? If I'm in GMM, do I buy those offers? No, Guy, hang on. You're going to have the opportunity soon. Remember, for anyone in GMM, you'll have opportunity to take advantage of everything our AdVidi subscribers have access to. Okay, yeah, Ralph says, I was already in the traffic field community, but I signed up for the $1 community with AdVidi. Should I cancel? You should cancel the AdVidi one, Ralph, and just explain just that, okay? Okay. What is the cost of the Platinum template package, Michael? It's right here. advideo.com/templates, and it's $99 right now. Right now it's only $99. When can we expect to be able to duplicate slides in AdVidi? Don't have the exact timeline on that, Sean. Okay. Has the AdVidi widget been rolled out? It hasn't been rolled out yet, but it is actively in development, and we're projecting June for that, Steve, as we mentioned on the launch. Edward says, thanks for clarifying. When should we use the URL then? Oh, I think we were talking about landing pages. Yeah, so you might have a cold email. You might want to put it on your business card for anyone that wants that you're just having a quick conversation with. If you're doing other marketing, you put your URL on there because all of that's going to give them an opportunity to check you out. And it's going to give them the opportunity to check you out and decide if they're interested. It's the reason I suggested that on the Facebook post is once you've got someone that says I'm interested, then it's just time to book a meeting with them. But if you're before that, that's when the URL is really useful. Can I make an ad video and landing page for a client? Can I? You can certainly make an ad video. The landing pages, Justin, are for you to do your marketing. So they're not going to work well as a landing page for your client. Do we accommodate requests for custom images in the video? Yeah, absolutely. And we will. I've done it. People always or often have to do that. So there's stock photos within that. You have a library of stock photos within AdVidi itself, and then you can bring as many into it as you want from stock images that you have. Okay, Howard? I have multiple AdVidi landing pages with some used with partners. Is there a way coming to be able to identify which landing page a lead came from? There's right now, Sean. Now, what you're talking about, let me see if I can back this up here. So within each landing page, you can actually go into the dashboard, and of course I didn't. Let me see if I can pick one where I've actually got some leads that I've generated. Looks like I may not. There we go. Under funnel details, for each individual landing page, I can see the leads associated with them. Does that make sense? So you can absolutely see it. You're probably looking at the leads, just the general leads tab, and so you're not really able to see which one is associated with. Although here's probably the way to do it, so it's even easier if you want to look at them all from here. Just associate your business that you have in with your landing page, and then you'll know which leads are coming from which landing pages. Does that make sense, Sean? Again, how do I get to Platinum Templates? You go into the editor, and then there's a link called Premium Templates, and then there's another set of navigation links, and Platinum will be one of those choices. All right, what percentage of the web does Traffic Fuel cover versus Google Digital Display? So I'm trying to remember my stats. It's in the 90s of percentages of what our ad network covers. So for Traffic Fuel, what I'm calling the open web, so that does not include closed systems like YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, where they don't allow any third parties in. But when we're talking about the open web, Traffic Fuel will cover about 95% of that, where Google Digital Display, my understanding, is about 30%. And the reason that those numbers make sense is that Traffic Fuel has within it Google Digital Display. So Google Digital Display actually is open. So that's why it's part of Traffic Fuel. Hopefully that makes sense, Fred. Are the Platinum templates included in GMM? No. But stay tuned, Don. You'll be getting some in the next couple of weeks. You'll be getting some messaging about this. Please give the Traffic Fuel link again. Yeah, let me type it in here. It's localgenius.com/traffic fuel. That makes sense, right? All right, so there's an explainer video, actually quite a lengthy training, and then there's also the purchase option there. But we have to pay for those impressions from the $3.99. Yeah, if you're purchasing, if you're running anything on an ad network, yeah, you're going to have to pay for the impressions. That said, if you're purchasing about 5,000 impressions, let's say you're spending $10 for every 1,000 impressions, which, by the way, that's a pretty aggressive bid, although probably a good bid for video in particular, then you're looking at about $50. So if you're spending between $50 to $75, that's what you can budget for that. So kind of consider that when you're thinking about your profit margins. Okay. Okay, I've already answered that. Just going to go through the ones that I haven't answered, guys. Bob says he thinks he's going to charge additional money if he's going to sell the impressions, and that's fine, Bob. Where are the links to the previous masterclass? Do not see them. Hang on, we'll put them in here again. Everyone open up your chat because you should be able to see them in there, but maybe if you came in late to the training, you won't see them. Anyway, I'll repost them again. Do you know when the embedded video widget on the client site will be available? Yeah, I'm expecting it in June, Sean. It's in our development schedule. Where can I get details on how retargeting works? So check out localgenius.com/traffic fuel, Greg. If you're already a Traffic Fuel member, then go into the help section because we have tons of videos and resources on how retargeting works. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just reading a couple of the questions here. Okay, so Carolyn just wants some distinction. I have a question. What is voiceover? So I answered that. I think syndication is getting the video published and viewed, and optimization is getting it to rank. I do not understand what voiceover is. So voiceover is an MP3 file that you include in the video itself. So it's actually someone speaking in the video ad. Okay. Syndication is the publishing and the sharing of your videos across social networks like Facebook and Twitter, LinkedIn. Okay. Optimization, specifically SEO optimization, SEO, search engine optimization, that's right, it's getting it to rank on Google and other search engines. Can you share how to create the landing page for the questions? Business name, discount, link to PayPal, etc. within AdVidi. Melvin, I'm going to suggest that you come to our Friday live training for that, just because I'm not going to have time to do that right here and right now. But please do go to AdVidi and click on the help button, because we have a how to create landing pages section as part of it. And that'll get you started. Okay? So the free ad, you take out the sound. So for the free ad, you take out the voiceover. You can leave the music, okay, but you also put your agency branding on it. That's right, Carolyn, yeah, the music. So we should be showing a niche prospect an example of one of the niche videos. That might devalue them showing our hand that the videos are pre-made. Yeah, I agree, Howard. I would not, like if I'm trying to sell to a dentist, I'm not going to show them another dentist video ad. I'm not going to do that. No need to do that. With Inner Circle you purchased and you did not get an email, number one, Eric, check your spam. If you still don't have it, submit a ticket. We'll get you all set up. And I apologize for that. I don't know why that would happen, but that's what you need to do, and we'll get you taken care of. Carolyn says, so i.e. or example, free video has your logo on it and no sound and no voiceover. Carolyn, that's right. Where do we get the funnels? These funnels. So Brian, the funnels that I showed before, again, you'll be getting a replay of this. You can grab a screenshot from it if you want. Is the monthly for unlimited videos? No, you get 25 credits. So 25 videos per month, and it rolls over for 90 days. Do we have a script to follow up with the prospects who only take the free video? Not at this point, but I like what you're saying, David. And we just had someone in the chat say after he got his 3 referrals, and after he contacted 3 referrals from someone that took a free video, that that person contacted him back and decided to purchase, probably because they heard how great they were from the 3 referrals, which it was just beautiful. I think that was Greg that said that. Has the Ad Video widget been rolled out? No, June, Steve. Dalton, you're talking about SEO. You want to understand how SEO works. So did you do a Google search with your keywords to see if you ranked? Use the city and the keywords to see if your video has ranked in that town. All right, looks like I'm getting a lot of the same questions. Okay, guys, and so we're gonna leave it at that, as we've been doing Q&A for quite a while. However, please come to our Friday live product training if you have any additional questions. If you're in the traffic inner circle, then you should be posting your questions and successes and comments there as well. All right. Okay, guys, so I want to thank everyone for some great engagement, and I think we all appreciated David's amazing training here today, and hopefully we've been able to give you guys exactly what you need to take it from, from your free video ads to getting some initial video sales, and now you're ready to move it into the next opportunity of moving to residual. So whatever you do, do not miss our next training. In fact, I don't think I shared this. Let me bring this up on the screen before we go. Here's Ad Video Masterclass number 1, where we talked about creating massive opportunities with the Trust Trigger offer. Here's the link for that. I've been putting these in the chat. Masterclass 2 was about creating video ads, lead gen campaigns, and landing page. It was really a how-to masterclass. We have that posted here on this link. We want you guys, anyone that has missed it, to make sure you check that out. And we're just wrapping up Masterclass number 3, where we learned the Trust Trigger process which leads us to that residual offer. Okay, and Ad Video Masterclass number 4, where you're going to learn how to sell and be extremely effective in converting to a monthly recurring residual offer. And guys, when you get to this level, you've got a full-on video ad budget with regular recurring income. Incredibly powerful. All right, so do not miss that next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay, and then just when you think we're wrapping things up, we're just beginning, because Facebook advertising starts. It takes us through June and July, and also in July, I don't have it on the slide, guys, but also in July, we're going to do full-on training for display, for the display networks. We'll be talking a lot about traffic fuel in that, and then we're on to YouTube. So just a ton of stuff heading your way through June, July, and August. Some amazing additional classes and trainings where we're not just going to leave you guys to fend for yourself. We're going to work through all of this together, and we're going to show you exactly what you need. Wow, 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 Carolyn says. I love it, Carolyn. Great participation by you and so many others in the group. Love working with you guys, and please put it in your calendar next Thursday for your next Masterclass training, because it's where all the big time success happens. The big time success happens. Okay. Oh, getting a question. Traffic Fuel link shows, sorry you missed it. What is going on? Sergey, that doesn't mean you can't still get in. There should still be a buy now link. It's just the replay. It looks like the replay has expired. And so the other link, let me put it in here. If you're just interested in learning about Traffic Fuel, go to localgenius.com/TF training. And there's a presentation there that's available for you, okay? Thank you for mentioning that. All right, guys. So all the best of success with Ad Video videos. Keep getting out there, doing your free videos, move them along, sell some videos, and you're going to be ready for next week, where you're going to start getting incredible residual income coming in. All right, everyone, have a great evening, and we will see you on the next training.